Hey, what's the key? Get the key. What's the key? Come on. Wait, go ahead.
The motherfucker trapped in me in the elevator.
Bro, he really got you.
Give me this bag, bro.
Alright,
Jerry, what I said? Keep that name out your mouth. Who's that? Yeah. Get up, nigga. So what? Do something about it. All right. Do something about it. Watch out, what?
Man, look. Let me go ahead and get this out the way real quick. Let me get this out the way real quick. Let me get this out the way. This is a warning for Charleston White. This is a warning from Charleston White. I need y'all to get this message to him. Let him know that ToughLove is hollering at him real quick. I don't even want to say salute to the chat right now. This is real. This is real. Hold on, let me position this phone real quick. Check this out. I don't even like the. Hold on, let me do this other light. Let me get me something. I need some water. Hold on for a minute. I need to have this conversation with y'all because some things are just stupid. Some things is just dumb. This is a warning for Charleston White. Okay? This is a warning for Charleston White. It is some stupid people out here. It is some dumb people out here. Let me get this straight. You got people pulling up on people with knives. You got people pulling up on people talking about gang violence, et cetera, et cetera. Let me get this straight. We drive past all the hoods. All the places where we see drug dealers on the corner day after day, hour after hour, month after month. We don't say nothing to them. We turn the other cheek. We act like we don't see them. We see them at Walmart. We see them at Walka House. We see them at White Castle. We see them at church. No smoke for the drug dealers. No smoke. We ain't busting no grapes on the drug dealers. Nope. Don't want those problems. The people that's touching kids. No smoke. We don't want those problems. The people that's beating up women. No smoke, we don't touch those problems. But for a person online giving their opinion, we want to pull up on them. We got smoke for Charleston White, but we ain't got smoke for the people who are steadily dealing drugs in our neighborhoods. We ain't got smoke for the fathers deliberately leaving their kids and leaving moms single parents and their kids growing up, jumping into the system and now repeating the same cycle of the generational curse. No smoke, no conversation. But if a guy gets online, Charleston White, and gives his opinion about stuff, we got smoke for him. Let me tell you what. It's funny to me when people are selective with who they want to point out. Now, I don't agree with all the things that Charleston White say, but what I will say is it's interesting to me that the people you cool with can have an opinion, but the people you not cool with can't have an opinion. Now, all I have to really say is I'm thinking maybe because Charleston White don't have like a big following, like a big backing to it. So now it's like we want to pull up on him. We don't press Love and Hip Hop. We don't press those shows that showcase black people in a bad light. There's nobody getting petitions together talking about we need to get these shows off the goddamn air. We need to get them out of here. This is toxic. This is bad for our communities. But we worried about what Charleston White has to say. We want to pull up on Charleston White and expect the man not to defend himself. We want to expect the man to say, oh, well, you want to do however you want to make a name for yourself. Come on, pull up on me. I ain't got to get home to my family. I ain't got to get home to my kids. I ain't got to be a father. This is what sickens me. And it's not just a black community thing. It's a people thing. It's like we pick and choose who opinion matters. We pick and choose when we want to see people blossom or change. It's some jealous ass, I'm about to piss somebody off. It is some jealous ass people in this world. It is some jealous people in this world that will want to do you harm because they see you doing something either they want to do, can't do, don't know how to do, wish they was close enough to somebody who could do. I ain't mad at Charleston White. I'm mad at the people saying, well, let me put my hands on them. Let me discourage them. Here's the thing. I don't agree with everything Charleston White says. I don't agree with everything. But here's the thing. That don't make me say, we can agree to disagree. But for all the people that's pulling up on this man, acting like I'm about to get a name for myself. No, R.I.P. R.I.P. That's exactly what's going to happen to you. Whether it's he uses mace, whether he uses elbows, he take his eye out, put it in a sock and hit you with it. R.I.P. You think this man's not going to do what he need to do to defend himself because you want to make a name for yourself? This is what's even dumber. You got people sitting around, right? You got people sitting around. I got to act this out for y'all. I got to do this for y'all. Hey, you know Charleston going to be down there boxing today, right? Yeah, okay. I tell you what, pick me up from work. Yeah, you know my car broke, right? Pick me up from work, though. Yeah, we're going to pull up on them, and I want you to record, and I'm going to run up on them and do what? Get shot? Get pepper sprayed? What you going to do? Make a fool of yourself. Stop having smoke for people you think that ain't going to defend themselves. Stop having this selective outrage for people you feel like, well, I would go at him. I would go at her, but they might fight back. They might have some energy for me, so I ain't going to do that. So I'll just go at Charleston White. Is he a big guy? No, he ain't a big guy. But that don't mean he can't defend himself. The pepper spray even out the field. The weapons even out the playing field. A lot of y'all doing shit that don't make sense. You're trying to make a name for yourself, and here's the thing. When you cause harm to people, you can't expect people not to want to cause harm to you. You can't expect people not to want to defend themselves. And this is just as tough and nice as I can put it. Leave people alone. Let them have their opinion. You're online, he ain't bothering nobody. Go, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take your same crew, your same 3 or 4 people. This is for everybody. Take your same 3 or 4 people and go down to the local hood where you know for a fact they selling drugs. And I want you to walk on the corner and say, I got a problem with what y'all doing over here. I don't like what y'all selling in this community. You better stop or I'm going to get to swinging ASAP Rocky. Let's see the videos of that. Let's see those that before everybody that runs up on Charleston White, let me see the video of you and your community doing something for your community. Let me see the video of you protesting, talking about children's right and stopping abuse. Women's right and stopping abuse. Let me see that video first. So how come the first video we see is you trying to fight a dude 130? How come that's the first video we see of you standing up and having an opinion and having some rights? That's odd and that's weird. And anybody out there applauding that, cheering that on, you dumb as hell. I'm just going to be honest with you, dumb as hell. And see, we worry about black on black crime. And then it's always the point where we're reactive and not proactive. Well, I'm being proactive right now. Before we say R.I.P. to Charleston White, I'm telling you right now, if I was this man, I'd have a security detail. Go ahead and take him out. Go ahead and take him out. Go ahead and take him out. And y'all people are so ignorant, they don't realize it's self-defense. You running up on somebody, threatening their life trying to record it, trying to get a name for yourself, and you're going to get your face put on a t-shirt, on a milk carton. Your family is going to be saying R.I.P. to your dumb ass because you want to decide to run up on a guy with one eye talking about what I'm going to do to you. And he's supposed to let you do it because you want 5 minutes of fame. I'm giving you 5 minutes right now. I'm giving 5 minutes right now, and I'm trying to give you, take some water and hydrate a little bit. Go ahead and take a sip of that. Because you ain't thinking. Nobody around you. This is how you know people messed up in the head, and they don't have a real support system. I want you to go mess with that person, and I'm going to record it. And we going to think it's funny in the end. Suppose you don't make it home to your kids. Suppose you don't make it back to your significant other. You're going to be late for work because you ain't alive no more. You got to ask yourself, is it worth it? A lot of people going out their way. I'm going to press you. I'm going to expose you. If you're going to expose somebody for doing something, take it to the police. Take it to the proper authorities. Forget all this YouTube justice. It ain't going nowhere. Talking for hours and days and days and days and days and hours and hours and hours. And it ain't going nowhere. You ain't changing nothing. And now it's like, okay, well, we're going to take your opinion and now we want to do harm to you. We want to do physical harm to you. Well, who taking that? I don't know too many people ain't going to fight back at all. I don't know too many people ain't going to fight back at all. Salute, I see y'all. But man, this is just a quick message. It's like this, man. Before you say RIP to Charleston White, or before you run up to Charleston White and say, let me put my hands on you and do all this stuff, take a good look at yourself and ask yourself, why are you doing these things? And here's the thing. Is it for fame or is it for justice? Is it for fame or is it for justice? Because obviously you feel like whatever Charleston White is doing, it's not bigger than what drug dealers are doing all across America. You'll notice on these people's social media pages, there is nothing saying anything against any drug dealers. There's nothing saying anything against any rappers. There's nothing saying anything against people who do harm to children, people who do harm to women. There's nothing on their pages saying anything, but Charleston White say something, we need to go jump on his head. That's not just selective outrage. That sounds like a coward to me. I'm going to pick the lesser one who I think they can't defend themselves. Hey, we're going to team up on the lesser. I see a lot of coward stuff going on. I see a lot of coward stuff. We're going to team up on this person, and we're going to team up on that person. Or I think I'm Billy Badass if I go against you. Well, here's the thing. All about social media all the time and how it displays and depicts black people in this negative light. And I see people, Charleston White ain't cutting no white people. He ain't spraying no white people this weekend. All black people. Imagine being a dude that run up on Charleston White, get cut in the head, and you went there hard as shit. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah. And in the elevator looking stupid, talking about, he cut me? He cut me? Bro, he could have cut your eye out. Could have cut your throat. I mean, the thing about you're going there for fame just to be an idiot. Ladies and gentlemen, we've taken this social media thing to an all-time high of foolery, of nonsense. Like the things that I'm seeing online is just so despicable. And it's not even a YouTube thing. It's a social media thing. And until we start giving a damn about what's actually happening, this shit is going to be crazy. And you talk about your kids being faced with, oh, well, I'm going to get all your information and I'm going to put it on social media. And then we're going to talk hours and hours and days. If you really take it to the people that's supposed to ordain justice, take it to the platform that gives justice. YouTube justice ain't shit. It ain't real. It ain't real. Half the people that's doing it maybe get $100 a month. I want you to think about this. $100 a month to talk about some shit that don't affect you in real life. There's nobody doing research on nobody that's doing crime, breaking any type of law anywhere near them. But you're worried about somebody online that you've never met before. You're trying to prove something online to people you've never met before. They don't help you with your kids. They don't help you pay anything. They don't help you with your job. They don't help you with your house note if you got a house note. They don't help you with shit. I need to prove I'm the better man. I need to prove I'm the better woman. I need to prove I got money. I need to prove I got status. For what? Because at the end of the day, they don't give a shit about you. They click on the app and click off the app. Let me do that again for the slow people. They click on the app and click off the app. People get on here and try to say, oh yeah, I'm rich because I got this. I'm rich because I got this. I'm rich because... Can you show me how to get rich? Can you teach that? Can you break that down? Can you expose the key to that? Can you do research on that? Everything we try to expose is always something negative, but it ain't nothing to build nobody up. Can you imagine hundreds of people getting together to hear something negative, and then we talk about y'all some bullshitting ass people? We always talking about this generation is lazy and this generation. What the hell? It ain't even this generation is doing half the shit. It's older motherfuckers. It's older people that's doing the crazy shit. You sit back and it's like, God damn. We supposed to be teaching the youth. We supposed to be being an example. Providers, leaders, role models, protectors, fathers, mothers, husband, wives. Let me go at you. Oh, let me go at you. Bro, let me tell you something. Can you imagine somebody breaking their neck to do all of this negative stuff, and at the end of the day, you maybe got $50? You maybe gained $50. Y'all ain't hitting the like button because this ain't the message y'all like. What y'all want me to do is DDT another black man, right? DDT another black female. DDT the black community. No, let's talk real for a second. Let's talk real for a second. Half the shit we doing against each other don't equate to anybody. And if I'm another race, another ethnicity, I'm looking at you like, look at this crazy shit. A lot of people going at Charleston white based on an opinion. And here's the thing about it. Damn near 50 to 60% of the shit that he's saying is actual factual. But you want to fight him. But the guy that you see on the corner every weekend, every damn day, rain, sleet, snow, or shine. Here you go. Here go a dime bag. Here you go. Here you go. You don't say shit to that person. You don't see what's going on. You don't say nothing. Hell, your kids getting bullied at school, you don't say shit. Oh, yeah, you be all right. Kids got homework. You be all right. Go ahead and do that. We're so concerned about shit that really don't affect us versus being concerned about the shit that affect us. Going out our way to do the thing. Half the people that's so concerned about YouTube justice ain't concerned about shit in their neighborhood. Ask them when the last time they read a book. Ask them when the last time they went for a walk. Ask them when the last time they took a trip. Ask them when the last time they made love in the rain. Ask them when the last time they sat down and figured out their love languages. Ask them when the last time they checked their credit. Ask them when the last time they brought some property. Miserable ass people doing miserable ass shit. And then they want to take the shit offline. Well, I'm looking for Charleston White. To do what? Get embarrassed? To do what? That man is within every right to defend himself. That man is within every right to say, I'm going to send you to God if you put your hands on me. But you trying to do it for 5 minutes of fame. Bro, is it worth your life? Is it worth your life? It ain't. And this is the issue that I have with you. Everybody I want you guys to do a reaction to this. And let's see what that reaction is actually going to be. Is it going to be something positive or something negative? The fact of the matter is, it's like, I'm going to get mad, and I've seen it before. I'm going to get mad at your opinion, but I ain't going to get mad at this person's opinion. Even though y'all talking about the same shit. If we're going to build and build, we talk about, am I my brother's keeper? Am I my sister's keeper? Well, first of all, have self-respect. Let's talk about that. Do you have self-respect? Do you have self-respect? Because self-respect it'll make you do certain things. It'll refrain you from doing certain things. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to condemn you because you have an opinion. Have your opinion. That don't mean you need to be disrespectful with your opinion. That don't mean you need to derail my character with your opinion. I don't agree with half the shit that I see on social media. But the fact of the matter is, I understand that most people's perspective, standards, and morals are based on how the experiences that they had and how they grew up. And the education level that they have. Those three combinations. So a lot of times when you see somebody who's like, oh, it's common sense. Well, it ain't common sense to them. Right? If I'm on a date as a man, it ain't common sense I need to open the door for the woman. It ain't common sense I need to bring flowers. It ain't common sense that if I ask you about a date and I take you on a date, I should pay for the date. That ain't common sense to everybody, ladies. It ain't. Fellas, it ain't common sense that, oh, well, if you take her on a date, she should at least be thankful enough to call you the next day and be like, hey, hey, appreciate it today. That ain't common sense. Oh, well, on to the next one. We're not teaching common sense. We teaching hate. We're not teaching common sense. We teaching disrespect. We're not teaching common sense. We teaching expose the next person. Because hopefully if I expose the next person, you guys will look at me like I'm the best. like that makes me more of a man or woman because I exposed you. Because I told everybody about your past. Bro, everybody got a past. Everybody got a past. And me being one word about your past versus saying, what did I learn from my past? There is nobody perfect. There is nobody perfect. I ain't never met him. I ain't never met her. But I would rather sit down and say, hey, how can we build? What can we do to be better than digging in your past? Like, well, I know that I've walked this narrow road of brokenness, right? I know that I've been down and out, but I want to talk about your down and out. That makes me feel better. Everybody, come on, y'all. We're going to talk about this person's down and out. Then when we finish with that person, we're going to move on to the next person. That sounds like a miserable motherfucker. That sounds like some miserable shit. What we building? Now, I'm not here to praise Charleston White by no way, shape, form, or fashion. He is who he is. And I've definitely spoke out about certain things that I've heard him say that I definitely don't agree with. But here it is that I don't wish anybody harm. And a lot of you guys are trying to wish and do harm on people that it don't make sense. Because what's happening in real life, as you can see, people are now taking it from social media and they're now trying to pull up on some people to make names for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, here are some names that you're going to make for yourself. Jackass, nincompoop, dumbass, retarded, stupid. These are the names that's going to be put with your name. These are the names that's going to be put on your gravestone or at least on your meme on social media. Imagine a guy driving all the way from wherever to come and pull up on Charleston White. And Charleston White, I ain't about to fight you. You run up on the person, he spray the hell out your ass. You slip, hit your head on the curb and die. Is Charleston White gonna get in trouble? Hell, you can sit on the curb, hit your head, and now you mentally retarded for the rest of your life. Who's suing Charleston White? Nobody. Who getting any money from Charleston White? Nobody. It's self-defense. You're allowed to defend yourself. And that's why what's so crazy about most of these people who do all of these videos or they attack people or whatever, I never see people in the comments say, is this necessary? And why don't you, let me tell you something. Y'all don't get the police involved correctly. Let me just be real with y'all. Y'all do not get the police. I'm talking about FBI, DEA, ATF, whoever you feel that's going to be the best organization. Hell, put them all on an email. Put them all on speed dial. Your safety is of the utmost importance. I don't know why people feel like they can do stuff to you and you're supposed to sit back and say, oh, okay. Ooh. It's okay if you disrespect. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this social media. This is my freedom of speech. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not how you use freedom of speech, stupid, dummy. It's not how you use freedom of speech. But you use it. You use your freedom and your God-given right, your God-given ability to promote negativity every damn day. And then you want somebody to stand at your funeral and say, my husband or my wife was a great person. My father or my mother was a great person. My sister or my brother was a great person. My colleague was a great person. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. That's a goddamn, I'm about to piss somebody off. You was a piece of shit. They don't want to tell you the truth. You was a jackass. You spent all your time trying to hinder, belittle, berate, damage people's character, throw it up in their face. You've been through some shit. You've been through some shit. How dare you try to be been through some shit? How dare you say, hey, listen, hey, let's talk to each other with respect. You've been through some shit. Hey, man, listen, I understand that, us as fathers, sometimes it's hard because we're trying to call. You've been through some. If you anything that's the opposite of negative, that's the opposite of bringing somebody down, I'm going to take something that's from your past and throw it in your face, and that makes me feel like I'm a big shot. Then you're going to have people who are at least as damaged as you. Here go $5. Here go $2. Here go $1. Man, dog, you ever heard somebody say you're selling your soul? You're selling your soul for nothing. You're selling your soul to accomplish what? I know why messages like this are so dangerous, because it makes you sit back and say, well, is that me? Is he talking about me? If the shoe fit, wear that motherfucker. Tighten it up, lace it up, squeeze the blood out of your leg, make it lock up. I want you to be locked in place when I'm talking. I want you to be locked in place. I want your knees to buckle. I want you to be like, oh, okay. You need somebody to say, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, and for what? For what? You want to fight a man? You want to fight Charleston White for giving his opinion about situations that don't involve you. But you as a black man living near a hood, close to a hood, in the hood, you don't do nothing against the hood. You don't say anything. There could be a pimp out there, you don't say nothing. Drug dealer out there, you don't say nothing. Somebody that touch kids, you don't say nothing. Somebody that's abusing women, you don't say nothing. But you get online and you say, what did Charleston White say today? Man, come on, man. Let's be real. You want to have a real conversation? Let's have a real conversation. Reach out. Reach out. But I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of us spending time doing things that don't make sense. Sending out messages that don't make sense. I would leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with this. Tomorrow will not promise. Make sure that whatever you're doing today, your kids can be proud of, you can be proud of, your family members, the people that know you in your inner circle can be proud of. I don't know anybody in my real life that would be proud of me doing videos where I'm just bashing a bunch of people. I'm trying to expose people for their past and doing all this negative stuff or whatever case it be. Because here's the thing, if I thought you did something illegal and I felt like it was justified for me to do something about it, I'll take it to the police. I'll take all my information and say, hey, X, Y, and Z, if that's the case. But a lot of times you got to think about these people that say, I'm doing this for the greater good, but really it's not for the greater good. It's just for greater disrespect. It's for a greater character. It's for greater integrity violations. And half the people that say I'm doing this for justice, just really doing it for fame. I'm doing this because the people should know, but they doing it for themselves. You talk for 9 hours, 10 hours, 11 hours, 24 hours, 100 hours to get what? Nothing's happening. Nothing changes. A lot of people think social media, especially around like the YouTube area, like they think that, okay, well, if I talk about you badly, this is going to affect your real life. But what you don't understand is even if you went on a 100-day marathon talking about somebody's life badly, you got to take time out your real life that's supposed to be good, that's supposed to be prosperous, to do it. So you're deliberately adding negativity to your life to talk about somebody else's life. But that's supposed to make you the better person. Successful people don't do that. I know it's a shocker. I know you like, what? Huh? What? Successful people don't do that. Every day talking about the same negativity. Successful people don't. I don't care who you try. I'm about to piss somebody off. I don't care who you trying to fool. I don't care who you trying to fool. Successful people don't do that. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't do it. Your content is your character. And your character is displayed in everything that you do. Every single thing. Your character don't stop when you go to sleep. Don't stop when you go to church. It don't stop when you go to work. It don't stop when you go into the movie theater. Your character keeps going. So your character follows you around. Right? Now, again, nobody's character is perfect, but it is damn sure about what it is you try to do on a daily basis. Let's just say yesterday I ran 2 miles. Today I'm going to try to run 3. Right? My intestinal fortitude say, hey, I can do a little bit better. I can try a little bit harder. But you got to understand that it's not a lot of people who got anybody around them that's pushing them to do anything different or better. It's just not. I hate to say it, it's just not. I don't have anybody around me that's positive enough to tell me to do better. That's bold enough, that's courageous enough, that has enough intestinal fortitude to say, hey, stop it with the bullshit. You're doing too much. You're doing too much, bruh. You're doing too much, sis. Back up a little bit. Leave that alone. You said enough. But they keep on encouraging you. People encourage you to drive off a goddamn cliff. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. And stupid ass be standing in front of the judge. Well, Your Honor, or better yet, going to jail. Because you were trying to be Mr. Cool and Mrs. Cool online. Billy Badass online. A lot of y'all ain't built like that for real. A lot of y'all ain't built like that for real. If somebody right now said you was going to jail for 2 years, you'll lose your mind. Hell, 30 days. Lose your mind. Probably kill yourself. A lot of y'all ain't built like that, but you act like that. You act, oh yeah, I want all the smoke. I want all, and I'll be like, why do you want all the smoke? Why is that so important to you? Because when you give people an opportunity to actually have a conversation, they have nothing to say. You ever notice that some of the people around you, every time you start talking about topics that matter, they have nothing to say. Ooh, whoa. Every time, I want you to go to your favorite content creators or people that you just check out, right? Every time a topic comes up that matters, politics, love, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, investing, property, things like that, they have little to say. But the minute it's about negativity, hurting someone, bashing someone's character, disrespecting someone's kids, talking about somebody's husband or wife or whatever, they got a whole hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of shit to say. Bro, ma'am, sir, people like me, you don't fool. People like me, you don't fool. Like, I see straight through that. I don't care if you show your face or don't show your face. I see straight through that. Because I realize it's like, well, why does your real good life, your real important life, your real successful life, why does that not display online? Because when you talk, some of that positivity and great stuff that you got going on should come out your mouth, should be displayed on your page. But it's not. It's not. If I spend 3 hours researching something negative, then spend another hour talking about that negativity, then go back, research 3 more hours, then come back another hour and research negativity. When do I got time for all the positive shit that I say I got going on in my life? Where do I showcase the boss that I say I am? Where do I showcase I'm the woman or the bad bitch that I say I? When is that displayed? When is that displayed? Hey, my son or my daughter's in college. Hey, I'm about to go, for a visit. Hey, me and my kid about to play one-on-one. I'm about to show them I still got it. Hey, I'm skating out here with my daughter. I'm in the pool. I'm having fun. I'm barbecuing. We at the lake. We're traveling. Like, it's just like, damn. Why did your life just consist of this? And then why are we so drawn to it? Why are we so drawn to it? What keeps us coming back? What keeps us coming back? Ladies and gentlemen, no one wants to tell you what to do with your life. Nope. But you can't say you never heard it. You can't say somebody never said, you know what, they took the time to say something, because at the end of the day, you and I may be connected through our children, through passing in the airport, train station, bus, we may be, and I'm just hoping that a little bit of something that I said was positive, get you to say, hey, how you doing? Good morning. People stop speaking, right? Hey, how you doing? Good morning. When you shake somebody's hand, you shake their hand, give them a firm handshake, and be able to look them eye to eye. You go into a room and be able to own a room because you're confident, not cocky. Because you're well versed in conversation, you can articulate on basically any topic. You ain't got to be the best at every topic, but you can have a conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, people are weighing who you are based on what you do. And no matter how much negativity you try to put on somebody else and how much light you try to spread on somebody else, it's always some light shining on you. You know what I'm saying? So all we could do, honestly, is wake up every day and be better. Do I wish things was perfect? Hell, do I wish things was perfect in my life? Yeah. I pray to God that things become better. But the thing about, it's just like, hey, being patient, taking your time, remaining with your mental health, and just doing what you think you need to do to move forward. But it's like the last thing I want to do is point out how bad your life is. Because a lot of people can't walk in your shoes. That's just real. A lot of people can't walk in your shoes. They think they can until they have to. A lot of people ain't been where you've been through. So you don't understand what drives certain people. You don't understand what motivates certain people. And I get it. Sometimes it takes somebody to get on here and say, son of a, and like curse the entire time. And you locked in, right? You locked in. But somebody get in here and they might slip a couple of them in just to drive a point home. It's like, well, I ain't my cup of tea. I ain't really feeling that because, you ain't curse me out. You ain't degrade me. You ain't disrespect me like I like. But again, it's based on where you're from. It's based on what you're accustomed to listen to. I want you to be able to take this message and dissect it and break it down. And what is he really trying to say? And what I'm trying to say is, don't let somebody's opinion rattle you to the point where it's going to cost you your life. It's going to cost you jail time. It's going to cost you time away from your family. It's going to cost you your health. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be hard to convince a judge. Your Honor, the reason why I ran up on Charleston White was because he had said something about something that ain't had nothing to do with me, but I had took it upon myself to do it for my homeboys on social media. None of your homeboys on social media is in the courtroom. None of your homeboys help you pay for the lawyer or for the public defender if you got one or if you just decided to go in there by yourself looking crazy. What are we doing it for? Who are we doing it for? Don't let your 5 minutes of fame cost you your livelihood. Don't let it cost you your life. Don't let it cost you your freedom. Because I don't know about you, I like to be able to go to 7-Eleven. Let me get a Slurpee. Goddamn Oreo cookie. Let me get a Sundae. You in jail hustling over snacks. Hey, come on, brother. Hey, I said you owe me 2 chips. 2 bags of chips. Run me my commissary. Because you wanted to fight Charleston White? It sounds funny. Like a lot of people like, oh, it's funny. It's funny. Somebody, and I'm looking at how dangerous this situation could be. I'm looking at how crazy this is. That's the message that a lot of YouTubers should be saying. Stop doing too much. You running up on a man based on his opinion that has nothing to do with you. If Charleston White says I did X, Y, and Z to a Caucasian female, and you black, and you like, oh, well, I'm gonna say you. Bro, look, let me tell you something. Nobody should be harming nobody. Nobody should be disrespecting no kids or no men or women, period. But we doing too much. Salute. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all in the building. I really wanted to get this message out. I'm really hoping that a few YouTubers that I got a general respect for, I hope they pick this message up. Y'all tag a couple people. Hopefully they can do a reaction video and we can give them something a little bit better to talk about. And this is not just for a sector. This is for YouTube. Yeah, I don't belong to a sector. I'm a content creator on YouTube. On YouTube. So I just feel like there's a lot more to talk about. I know a lot of my subscribers, they've been emailing me and they want me to do a follow-up with a few content creators in reference to an interview. I'll look into it. I'll see where things go or whatever, and we'll see how things go. But I'm hoping that you guys have a phenomenal day. Monday is the start of a beautiful week for all of us. The reason why is because you see another Monday. It's your opportunity to get out there and do something positive and do something great. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you guys saying, let me stop a little bit of my day and give this guy 30 minutes to an hour of my time and see what he got to say. I'm hoping that you can take something from this. This is not for you to change your life immediately. This is just to give you a better perspective or a different perspective based on somebody who feel like, hey, I've been there, I've done that. And I don't want you to go down that same road, or if you're already down that road, to kind of see, okay, all right, let me go that way instead of going this way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Definitely live life to us. I salute y'all. I appreciate everybody hitting that like button. The people that are checking on the replay. I'm hoping Charleston White sees this too, man. Hey, man, listen, let me give this a little short piece to Charleston White. Listen. Everybody ain't gonna respect what you said, and I understand that you said that you're a shock jock and you do it for shock value and all that great stuff or whatever. And if it works for you, it works for you. I've heard some things that you said that I felt was spot on, and I like to be able to say I can agree and I can also disagree. So I agree to some of the things that you're saying and some of the things I don't. However, you keep doing your thing. You know, I'm actually here in Houston, Texas as well. So I mean, if you ever want to, you know what I'm saying, go to talk to some kids or whatever the case to be. Army veteran here, definitely would love to get into the. Well, I'm actually already in the midst of certain things, but anytime you want to come down, talk, get in front of some children, I definitely can make that happen or whatever. I don't normally. Oh, y'all, look at me talking to kids. Like, I don't do all of that. That's a lot. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of great stuff happening, not only in Texas but everywhere or whatever. So if you're doing things in your community, salute to you. But remember, your content is your character. It's really hard to separate. If you're doing a bunch of negativity online and then you go into the community talking about all positive stuff. So it's like, it goes hand in hand. Like I see people like trying to juggle it, and then I see people get swamped because they don't realize that they've done so much negative. You can't go back and say anything positive because people just won't believe you. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody. Ryder, I see you in the building. Again, thanks for everybody that will watch this, that's going to catch the replay. Feel free to leave your comments, tag your favorite content creator, email your favorite content creator, and ask them to do a response video to this. Tag me in it, let me know how they feel. Hopefully they get something positive out of it, and they don't try to, let me say something negative because, I'm not here to beef with you. You're going to be beefing by yourself, and it's going to look retarded because my content is my character. You're going to be able to go down my videos and say, yeah, he's not with that. And I'm not with it. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your breath. I ain't here to prove nothing. You win. You win. You got it. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to promote balance in our life. People that say, I'm looking for something that's just going to give me a little bit edgy, not too, cut and dry, but a little bit edgy or whatever case may be, and somebody who's kind of been there and done that. And it's not too many things I can't talk about that I haven't been around, that I haven't experienced for myself or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to my next video is I wouldn't say a tell-all, but it's about, my experiences in the military, the good and the bad. And I know a lot of people wanted me to kind of touch in on that because they have children thinking about entering the military next year. So they wanted me to give my perspective on that. So I wouldn't mind talking to somebody about that or whatever. So if you got a content creator that you want to see me link up with and kind of share that narrative with or that story with, feel free to let me know in the comments who you think you want me to see, want me to do a one-on-one with. If it's somebody I've already done it with, let me know. If it's somebody that you think that would be great, let me know. Again, I'm open to have a conversation with anybody. I'm just not about, the disrespect and the back and forth because I know life is bigger than that, and this is definitely, just when you live in real life, you just don't entertain certain things, man. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, throw it up. I see you, Jenny, in the building. Salute. Peace out.